al-Bukhari 2011. Narrated Aisha. The wife of the Prophet, Allah's Messenger, used to pray at night in Ramadan. Sahih al-Bukhari 2012. Narrated Urwa. That he was informed by Aisha, Allah's Messenger, went out in the middle of the night and prayed in the mosque, and some men prayed behind him. In the morning, the people spoke about it, and then a large number of them gathered and prayed behind him on the second night. In the next morning the people again talked about it, and on the third night the mosque was full with a large number of people. Allah's Messenger came out and the people prayed behind him. On the fourth night the mosque was overwhelmed with people and could not accommodate them, but the Prophet came out only for the morning prayer. When the morning prayer was finished, he recited Tashahhud and, addressing the people, said, Amma Biyadu, your presence was not hidden from me, but I was afraid lest the night prayer, Qiyam, should be enjoined on you and you might not be able to carry it on. So, Allah's Apostle died and the situation remained like that, i.e. people prayed individually. Sahih al-Bukhari 2013. Narrated Abu Salama bin Abdur Rahman. That he asked Aisha how was the prayer of Allah's Messenger in Ramadan. She replied, he did not pray more than 11 rakat in Ramadan or in any other month. He used to pray 4 rakat let alone their beauty and length, and then he would pray 4 let alone their beauty and length, and then he would pray 3 rakat, witr. She added, I asked, O Allah's Messenger, do you sleep before praying the witr? He replied, O Aisha, my eyes sleep, but my heart does not sleep. Sahih al-Bukhari 2014. Narrated Abu Huraira. The Prophet said, whoever fasted the month of Ramadan out of sincere faith, i.e. belief, and hoping for a reward from Allah, then all his past sins will be forgiven, and whoever stood for the prayers in the night of Qadr out of sincere faith and hoping for a reward from Allah, then all his previous sins will be forgiven. Sahih al-Bukhari 2015. Narrated Ibn Umar. Some men amongst the companions of the Prophet were shown in their dreams that the night of Qadr was in the last 7 nights of Ramadan. Allah's Messenger said, it seems that all your dreams agree that the night of Qadr is in the last 7 nights, and whoever wants to search for it, i.e. the night of Qadr, should search in the last 7 nights of Ramadan. Sahih al-Bukhari 2016. Narrated Abu Salama. I asked Abu Sa'idi, and he was a friend of mine, about the night of Qadr, and he said, we practiced Itekaaf, seclusion in the mosque, in the middle third of the month of Ramadan with the Prophet. In the morning of the 20th of Ramadan, the Prophet came and addressed us and said, I was informed of the date of the night of Qadr, but I was caused to forget it, so search for it in the odd nights of the last 10 nights of the month of Ramadan. In the dream, I saw myself prostrating in mud and water, as a sign. So, whoever was in Itekaaf with me should return to it with me, for another 10 days period, and we returned. At that time there was no sign of clouds in the sky, but suddenly a cloud came and it rained till rainwater started leaking through the roof of the mosque, which was made of date palm leaf stalks. Then the prayer was established and I saw Allah's Messenger, prostrating in mud and water, and I saw the traces of mud on his forehead. Sahih al-Bukhari 2017. Narrated Aisha. Allah's Messenger said, search for the night of Qadr in the odd nights of the last 10 days of Ramadan. Sahih al-Bukhari 2018. Narrated Abu Sa'idi al-Khudri. Allah's Messenger used to practice Itekaaf in the mosque, in the middle third of Ramadan, and after passing the 20 nights he used to go back to his house on the 21st, and the people who were in Itekaaf with him also used to go back to their houses. Once in Ramadan, in which he practiced Itekaaf, he established the night prayers at the night in which he used to return home, and then he addressed the people and ordered them whatever Allah wished him to order, and said, I used to practice Itekaaf for these 10 days, i.e. the middle third, but now I intend to stay in Itekaaf for the last 10 days of the month, so whoever was in Itekaaf with me should stay at his place of seclusion. I have verily been shown the date of this night of Qadr, but I have forgotten it. So search for it in the odd nights of the last 10 days of this month. I also saw myself, in the dream, prostrating in mud and water. On the night of the 21st, the sky was covered with clouds and it rained, and the rainwater started leaking through the roof of the mosque at the praying place of the Prophet. I saw with my own eyes the Prophet at the completion of the morning prayer leaving with his face covered with mud and water. Sahih al-Bukhari 2019. Narrated Aisha. The Prophet said, look for the night of Qadr. Sahih al-Bukhari 2020. Narrated Aisha. Allah's Messenger used to practice Itekaaf in the last 10 nights of Ramadan and used to say, "Look for the night of Qadr in the last 10 nights of the month of Ramadan."